Hello and welcome to Dartmoor Stomps, the second series. Hey, and we begin today. We're doing the Grimspound walk, and up there is the Warren House Inn. Easily one of my favourite pubs ever. It's a great place to go and have a meal and a pint, and yeah, it's just cosy and just a lovely place. Do go there and check it out. They do very, very lovely veggie sausages, which always gets my attention. Anyway, we are starting today heading back towards Morton Hampstead, which is up here. Oh, and yes, it is spring, but only just. But I was feeling the itch and needed to get out, so here we are. But strangely here, the gorse isn't out yet. I don't know whether it's been, doesn't look like it's been burnt, but the gorse is out on other parts of the moor, but not here it would seem. So this is going to be a moody landscape video. So it says the Warren House Inn stands at 434 metres above sea level, and there has been an inn here since at least 1755. It's quite incredible really, because this is the middle of nowhere, proper the middle of nowhere. So I don't know whether it was a very exclusive inn. People would pay a fortune to stay there or what, I don't know, but they made it survive somehow, obviously. It says there are several tales associated with this isolated place, but it is claimed that the fire burning in the hearth has not been allowed to go out since 1845. There were 3 tin mine operations known as Birch Tor, Vitifer and Golden Dagger mines in the valley below as late as 1930. So I suppose that's what brought the folks here back then. Bit of mining. Okay, so what we're doing, we're walking up towards Morton Hampstead. Park the car just down from the Warren House Inn. There is a car park. The first stop is to walk to the next car park, where we shall veer off. Oh, and I think I can see the trail in the distance. Right, just do the basics. Distance 4 miles. Gradient fairly easy, severity moderate. Time 2 or 3 hours. Parking, which is the parking area just by the pub. Nearest food is obviously the Warren House Inn. Some pretty impressive scenery from here. Okay, so here's the second car park, and there's a cross there, which we're heading towards, and I think you can see the track there that heads up the hill. Oh, do you think there were rabbits scurrying up there? Quite possibly. This cross is Bennett's Cross, and this is where we join the Two Moors Way. The ancient cross has the initials WB carved on it, indicating Warren bounds. Okay. Not seeing it. I'll take the book's word for it. I hope it's the right cross. But look at this. Wow. Splendid. Right. So we're heading down here. That there track. The Warren House Inn seems very small now. This is quite a hill. Oh, very warming on this chilly early spring day. Okay, it says bear right to pass the cross. We did that down there. And yada 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 yada. And there's a bit where it says passing an old tinner's hut on the way. Do you think that might be a tinner's hut? I don't know, I think it's a bit small. We'll keep on going. Might see something a bit more obvious in a minute. At the top there are splendid views towards Morton Hampstead. Okay. There is a track that goes off to the right there, which I wondered about taking, but I cannot see Morton Hampstead yet, so I'm going to keep on going until I do. And we should see Castle Drogo standing proudly by the Ting Gorge. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Oh, unless it's that down there. It's a bit misty today. Yeah, maybe on a clearer day it would be more obvious. It says, cross a lane and continue on the bridleway through heather and whortleberries. I've never heard of whortleberries. Ooh. I can see what looks like a pond. Right, I could see a Land Rover driving along a lane there, which is good, because the tone does say cross a lane heading towards a stone wall, and I can see a stone wall basically dead ahead, so that's good. That was a little bit of confirmation. I've not actually ever been walking around this part of the moor. Like I said, I've been to that pub a few times, but yeah, this is all new for me. Oh, I can smell the swaling. They've been swaling up here, that's for sure. In fact, somebody got a bit carried away. Had fire engines and stuff being sent out from Tavistock, I read the other day. Oh, it's actually quite a nice smell. Who's that? After what was actually quite a reasonable walk, you can see the bit where we looked at the swalage, whatever they call that, the black gorse. Right, and this is the lane. So I'm gonna hop over here. Oh. Public bridleway. It does say in the book, go up the bridleway. Right, now eventually up here, we're looking for 2 gate posts or 2 posts on the right. I'm wondering if it's up here that we're supposed to be able to see across to Morton Hampstead and Castle Drogo. It's a very strange landscape up here. The hills are like humps. You can imagine it would be a difficult place to live. I mean, look at those hills. And there's another one just gone beyond the hill there. But even more, looks like the shape of a nice bun. There's some strange bird life around here. And you can probably hear it thanks to my wolf windshield. Hope so. There's also a lesser spotted Boeing flying overhead. Spoils it a little bit, but hey. You know, I almost wasn't going to come out today. I looked at the weather, I thought, iffy. But actually, it's gorgeous. Once you get walking a bit, and you get very toasty, even on quite chilly days. We are arriving at a set of posts. This is one to bear right through the posts. Oh, I can see there's quite a track there. So imagine we've just walked through those posts and up here. It says continue upwards away from the wall to reach Hookney Tor. Wow, what are they? Isn't that odd? They don't look like geese. They don't sound like geese, but And they got a bloody racket. I've never seen anything like that. Not seagulls, eh? Nah. It says bear right to pass the first of the rock outcrops. Well, assuming this is Hookney Tor, there's a rock outcrop over there. Then go left. Bloody birds. They are the seagulls. God, what a racket. Look at these sheep, they can't believe it. Disturbing the peace. Anyway, as I was saying, go left between the two main rock piles and descend a path, rocky at first, then paved. Okay, so that should be pretty obvious. Bear right to pass the first. Okay, I'm going to say this is the first one. Between the two main rock piles. Right, I'm going to say those two big ones there are the main rock piles. Whoa! What's that? Across the valley you'll be able to see medieval strip fields on the hillside and the old tinner's workings. This is weird, look at that. Oh my word. Oh guys, I know it's the first in the series, but you know, you didn't have to do this. This is way above and beyond. How very strange. We've had weird seagulls and big planes. I think that big circle thing, what I saw from up there, that is Grimspound. Kind of makes sense now, because the book just says exit the way you came in, so I think what we're going to do is go in there and have a mooch and see what there is. There's actually stairs. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen like proper stairs on the moors. I think this is the bottom entrance. Yeah. That's what I've just walked down from in between that two outcrop things. That's way longer than it looks. That's quite a little stomp. Well, this is a large enclosure full of stones. Try to get some information on it. It says it's old tinner's workings. Oh, into the Bronze Age settlement to explore the hut circles. I'm sure some folks will get more excited about this than me. Some stones. some more stones. Let's get up to this bit in the middle. That looks like it might. It's got different size stones. It makes you think back then they didn't even have Wi-Fi. They didn't even know what ad blocker was or pop-ups or anything. I can see why you would build a settlement here though. It's very sheltered, it's really quiet. And you could see for miles, there's a river down there and lots of sheep for eating if you're into that. Oh, lots of tin, evidently. Right, I'm gonna head on, leave Grimspound by the lower opening, the one you came in through, and down the grassy path which soon becomes paved again. Is that the path I came up then? Just say down the grassy path, yeah. Which soon becomes paved again. Cross a stream and continue towards the road. Right, that's the difference. Just bear in mind that I came that way. Oh no, here we go. Here we go. Here's some stones. There's some quite deep little gully things in this bit. So pay attention. Don't go talking to cameras. Okay, so what you can do is park here and just go up to Grimspound up there. I don't know what road this is, so I can't recommend that. But this is where we turn left and then we turn immediately right down there. Oh, trouble is, even when you're so sure, you think, let me read through it. Okay, turn left, okay, which is down here. After 250 metres, turn sharp right down a tarmac track towards Headland Warren Farm to cross a cattle grid. That's a cattle grid. Do you know what? I'm cutting across. I'm thinking this is a surefire little shortcut, and we're not really missing anything by skipping out that little bit of tarmac road. Okay. Slightly worrying. No cattle grid as yet. Please be this way. It's got to be this way, surely. It's got to be. Quiet. Very quiet. And a complete absence of cattle grid so far. Does he say how long? No. Okay, good news. The cattle grid. That's some horses. Oh, hello. I haven't got any food. I got no polos. Sorry. Oh, I know, it's a letdown. At this point the routes divide. To take shorter route, continue along the drive. Okay. Shortly before, right, for a longer walk, go left through the second of the two metal gates. Really? Are you sure? That looks like it goes into Matey's. Well, it's got to be. The one beside a ruined stone building, but it's very definite, yeah. Past some old corrugated buildings, yeah. Well done, Mr. Noblet, for being very, very definite about that, because it doesn't look very like a footpath, but oh yes, look, there's a little sign there and everything. Okay, and continue on the grassy path beside. Okay, yeah. Ah, right, okay. Continue on the grassy path alongside a barbed wire fence. Okay. See, there are two gates now. There's one there, which I've just gone through, and then this one here. Now, just looking, yeah, a bit of deduction. This here hill, we're going round it. Basically, that's what we're doing. So, yeah, we do need to go through this gate. Right the way around, yeah, this hill. Continue along the valley, by a gate with some large trees, pass it in front of the cottages, and through a further gate leading onto a concrete track. The substantial ruins is all that's left of Chalacombe medieval village. Oh, okay. Well, that's groovy. We are going to see a medieval village. Okay, we've got a little gate here. Quite a big wall goes up there. I have to say, it's been a rather pleasant little valley walking along here. Very nice. I imagine in the summer it gets very hot because you are sheltered very much from the wind. Oh, look at this. Welcome to Chalacombe Farm. The landscape before you is not truly natural. It has been shaped and changed over millennia by the people who lived and worked on Dartmoor. Cool. You can see, like, do you remember the ice factory thing up at Sowerton? There are like ledges in that hill, which I guess is where they would have planted stuff. And there's a gully, a little bridge. I find this much more interesting than a circle full of stones, I have to say. Too far removed from that, I can't kind of comprehend what they were doing. Whereas here, you can kind of see, oh right, yeah, they were running water along there. You know, they probably had animals feeding there and stuff. It's just within my sort of imagination that stuff was going on here, that they were scratching a living from this land. This is a fascinating place, no doubt. There's a bit of a timeless quality to it. Do you think that's where they used to sit and drink ale, watching the kids playing in the river? I don't know. I think that's what interests me more. You know, it's not the fact that they worked the land and all that, but it's what did they do when they weren't doing that, you know? Sitting around telling stories. What games did they play? You know, did they go and visit? Let's go and visit the weirdos who live up at Grimspound, you know. Let's go cherry knocking. I don't. But it's all that is truly lost, you know. There's no way we can know any of that. But well, I somehow think their lives weren't quite as boring as, you know, getting up at 4 a.m. or whatever, doing a bit of farming and going to bed when the sun goes down, and making the odd stone axe in between. Utterly far removed from how life is now. Unrecognisable. Or is it? Maybe we were just doing different things, but people were exactly the same. I don't know. It says pass a modern farmhouse and take the rough path uphill to reach 2 gates. There is a modern house. I'm assuming it's a farm. Right there. Go through the right hand gate. Oh, signed as a footpath to Bennett's Cross. Okay. So that will be evident. Okay. I've made a mistake. We're not at the 2 gates yet. It says continue along the valley to a gate by some large trees. That's this one. Pass in front of the cottages and through a further gate leading onto a concrete track. The substantial ruins are all that is left of Chalacombe medieval village. And this gate says Chalacombe medieval hamlet. So I'd skipped ahead a bit. It's very unlike me. Okay, through another gate. Onto a concrete track. The substantial ruins are all that is left of Chalacombe. So it must be these. It's really quite something, isn't it? Now, past a modern farmhouse, take the rough path uphill to reach 2 gates. What do you reckon? It does say bridle path, carry on. Let's carry on. I have to admit, I'm feeling pretty blimmin' knackered. That beginning of the walk, I think there's a lot of uphill. And as per form, I am doing this before I've had my lunch. Kind of wishing I'd had it beforehand. So bear that in mind. I mean, I know I'm doing the long version of this walk, but yeah, feeling it. So we're going up this track. You see the gorse flowers are out. Oh, and the midges of things. Oh, okay, 2 gates. One's shut, one's open. I'm just going to go through the open one. Ah, Bennett's Cross. This way. That is the confirmation. God, I thought it was a rhino then. There's a horse with a jacket on. Wow, look at that. It's big landscape here, isn't it? It's but it's funny because you walk it and it's bigger than it looks. I mean, it looks big, but it's because it's so far away you kind of lose the 3D, so you don't see the depth. So you see the height and you think, oh yeah, it's high, but you don't actually see how far away that actually is. The grassy path shortly veers right up the valley. It's a veering with the Warren House Inn in the distance. Oh, the Warren House Inn. Depending on the time, I think the Warren House Inn is very much in my immediate future. But looking at the map thing, it's going to be quite a way before we get there. So this grass track must go on for quite a while. I think that white building way in the distance, I think that there might be the Warren House Inn. Alright, it says continue to a gate with a stile beside it and past the remains of Golden Dagger Mine. Well, I can kind of see that through here. I'm not going to go over the stile, I'm going to go through the gate. I'm not feeling like climbing today. Oh, what's this? This little thing with a hole on the top. That's a bit weird. Consult the tome. On the left you will see one of several buddles for separating tin metal from the ore. Oh, there you go, it's a buddle. Then the site of the old generator house on the right. Dinah or Dina's house on the left, and the water wheel pits across the stream. I guess we'll come to those in a minute. I guess this is Dina or Dinah, it's D-I-N-A-H. Anyway, it's their house. Looks like a reasonable place actually. It's not a million miles off of a normal house today. 2 levels, I guess. There's that, a couple of windows down there. Yeah. I can hear the river down there. Okay, this is turned into a bit of a stream. The book does say carry on up or straight on up a path that's often wet. Well, yeah. Don't wear your best trainers for this walk. It says go straight on at 2 path junctions and up a stony and often wet track. So I've either missed the junctions or that was just a bit of, you know, random wet trackness that wasn't in the book. This is definitely a path junction, so I'm going to carry on. There are some ruins up there though, but gut instinct is saying carry on, especially as here there's another one. Bridle way to Bennett's Cross. Is that where we're going? Go straight on at 2 path junction and this is probably it. Okay, I see a gate ahead. No mention of a gate in the book. What does this gate say on it? Let's see. Forestry Commission. Please shut the gate. Right, continue to a gate. Yeah, we did that. On left, you said, yeah, we did that. Go straight on at 2 paths, the remains of Birch Tor Mine. Past several ruins on the left and some enclosure walls on the right before turning left over a stream. Do not go straight on at that point. Near the top, ignore a minor track on the left, but bear left at the second fork to reach the car park. Hello, do you know where we are? I haven't got any polos. Well, there's the tour. I am mightily confused here because that the remains of Birch Tor Mine. I'm going to head back, actually. Purely because the gate. If there wasn't a gate there, I might go for it, but he would normally very much mention a gate. Okay. So we'll come back down here because here there are some ruins. And a path. So hopefully. Okay, I've changed my mind. I'm going back. This is really confusing. Maybe they've put that gate in there since he's written this book, or what, I don't know. This is going back the wrong way. It's just heading back the opposite direction. So I am going to go back down, go up that track to the gate. I'm going to go through the gate and carry on. The worst that's going to happen is I'm going to get back to the main road. No problem at all. That's not a problem. The best that's going to happen is like this. I should have just ignored all this and just carried on anyway. And they've put the gate in the way. Since he wrote the book, and as per usual, I've read ahead and got it wrong. We'll see. Okay, so just gone through that gate. Oh, fingers crossed this is the right way. Right, it's a bit boggy though. Now he does say at the remains of Birchtool Mine, past several ruins on the left, before turning left over a stream. Do not go straight on at this point. I can't see any ruins, but there is a stream here, which is going under here, and then we're turning left. Turning left over a stream. Do not go straight on at this point and up the slope. There is a bit of a track which goes up there. This does seem to carry on. So I wonder, is this where you don't go straight on? I think if this has highlighted something, it's that the directions of this particular bit of the walk are not good. I'm completely lost. And I'm hungry, I'm tired. No, it's not there, is it? Just carry on. I'm now at the point of like, worse, just get to the blimmin' road, you know. Which is a shame. Oh, there's an enclosure up there though. But where's the mine bits he's going on about? This might sound a bit sacrilegious, but I'm wondering, has he done this walk? Because like, well, it's just, there was a gate there I wasn't expecting, and then I'm thinking, no, I'm not on the right path. But now I'm seeing enclosures but no mine. They can't have moved the mine. Don't know. Okay, that looks like it might be a mine ruin thing. So that's good. So really what we're looking at here is an extra gate that isn't in the thing. Just carry on and go through the gate. Very unusual for gates not to be mentioned. It was just obviously just an oversight. However, it's so unusual for them not to be mentioned that when they're not mentioned, you think, oh, I've gone wrong. At the remains of Birchtool Mine, past several ruins on the left and some enclosure walls on the right, before turning left over a stream. We've got to go over there. Do not go straight on and up the slope. Okay, so that's where these guys have come from, basically. So we're heading up here now. Reasonably confident I'm on the right track. My legs are killing. Oh, beautiful, beautiful place. Oh. Okay, that was like, you know, those paths that are more like a riverbed than a path. It was one of them. Hallelujah. Sun shining through there. And as if like a shining beacon, the Warren House Inn has come into view. Oh, there's a couple of paths here. Which means I need to open the book again. Ignore a minor track on the left, but bear left at the second fork. I haven't been paying attention. Is this the first or second fork? I'm going to say that's the first. But anyway, I know I'm near the car park now. This walk has been wonderful, but it's been hard. I don't think this is moderate, this is hard. Or maybe I'm just out of practice and in need of lunch. I'm happy to accept that as well. But by God, I need my sustenance ready for my lunch, as I always say. Yeah, so loads to see on this walk, especially if you know what you're looking at when you're looking at these ruins and medieval circles and whatnot. And that was it, Chalacombe. That was kind of fascinating, but kind of eerie walking through that place, knowing that a little village was there, you know. And it felt like a proper village, you know. Whereas the Grimspound, I don't know what they were doing there. Very strange. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this, I hope you have. This is, of course, the 11th walk in Walks for All Ages by Mr. John Noble. But the first of this second series. I just got to stomp 10 round actually. Look at that. Look at that. That's what this series is about. Yeah. Lovely. But anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode or a series, do subscribe, do give me a like, comment. It all helps very much. I'm going to go and sink into some food, and I will see you next time. Cheers.